It's a topic no one likes to talk about, but it affects millions. The confidence fades, the connection feels distant, and the frustration builds. If you've ever struggled with erectile dysfunction, you're not alone. But what if there's a solution you haven't tried yet? From lifestyle changes to unexpected remedies, we're diving into practical, science-backed ways to take control. Whether you're seeking confidence, intimacy, or just answers, this video has the insights you need to transform your situation and reclaim your vitality. The journey through aging and intimacy, understanding the changes. As we journey through life, aging brings inevitable changes to our bodies and minds, many of which impact our most intimate relationships. For many, these changes stir up a mixture of emotions, confusion, frustration, and even sadness. Intimacy, which once flowed effortlessly and without hesitation, can begin to feel like a distant memory. We might find ourselves questioning our desirability, struggling with physical limitations, or feeling disconnected from our partners. These shifts in intimacy are not just about the physical act of sex, but about the emotional bond that intimacy nurtures, a bond that can feel fragile as time passes. However, these challenges are not signs of failure or an end to meaningful connection, but opportunities to explore and redefine what intimacy means in the later stages of life. The emotional impact of changes in intimacy. For many, the loss of vibrant, youthful passion can evoke a sense of grief or even anxiety. What was once an area of deep connection and shared joy can now feel like a source of frustration or embarrassment. These emotions are entirely natural, but they often go unspoken, hidden behind the fear of judgment or misunderstanding. This silence can perpetuate feelings of isolation, leading individuals to believe that they are the only ones experiencing these changes. In truth, intimacy changes as we age, and these shifts can bring about a new kind of emotional depth in relationships. The connection between partners can mature, focusing more on emotional closeness, trust, and affection than on physical performance. Yet, understanding this shift is not always easy. We live in a society that often places an unrealistic emphasis on youthful beauty and sexual performance, making it hard for older adults to feel confident in their evolving sexual selves. By acknowledging these challenges and approaching them with compassion, couples can create a new framework for intimacy that allows their relationships to flourish in meaningful ways. Physical changes and erectile dysfunction. One of the most common physical challenges men face as they age is erectile dysfunction, ED, which is the inability to achieve or maintain an erection firm enough for sexual activity. ED is often one of the first signs that something has changed in a man's sexual health. While it may initially cause feelings of inadequacy, frustration, or embarrassment, it's important to recognize that ED is a natural part of aging for many men. It is not a reflection of masculinity, self-worth, or the health of the relationship. Instead, ED is typically a result of complex physiological changes that affect the body as it ages. Understanding the physical causes of erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction is most commonly linked to changes in the body's circulatory system. In order to achieve and maintain an erection, the body requires healthy blood flow to the penis. Over time, however, arteries can lose their elasticity and may become narrower due to the buildup of plaque. As a result, blood flow to the penis can be reduced, making it more difficult to achieve and sustain an erection. This narrowing of blood vessels is a natural consequence of aging, but it is often exacerbated by chronic health conditions that become more common as people get older. For example, conditions like hypertension, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes are known to contribute to ED. Men with high blood pressure are up to 70% more likely to experience ED compared to those with normal blood pressure. Similarly, men with diabetes are twice as likely to experience erectile issues compared to those without the condition. This is because these conditions damage the blood vessels and impair circulation, which directly affects the body's ability to achieve and maintain an erection. Other factors, such as obesity and a sedentary lifestyle, can also contribute to the development of ED. Despite the prevalence of ED among older men, it's important to note that this condition is treatable and its effects are not permanent. Through medical intervention, lifestyle changes, and emotional support, many men can regain their confidence and improve their sexual health. The psychological and emotional factors of erectile dysfunction. While the physical causes of erectile dysfunction are widely understood, it's important to also consider the psychological aspects of this condition. Erectile dysfunction is not just a physical issue. It is deeply emotional, touching a man's confidence, sense of self, and his relationship with his partner. The anxiety surrounding sexual performance can become a vicious cycle. A man who experiences ED may become anxious about his ability to perform in the future, leading to increased stress and worry. This anxiety can make it even harder to achieve an erection, further reinforcing the cycle of frustration. The pressure to perform sexually is a significant source of stress, particularly for men who have long defined their identities by their sexual performance. This pressure can be exacerbated by societal expectations of masculinity, where men are often expected to be sexually dominant and virile at all stages of life. When these expectations are not met, it can lead to feelings of shame, inadequacy, and even depression. It's crucial to recognize that sexual performance is not the sole measure of a man's worth or masculinity, and that intimacy can take on new, more fulfilling forms as we age. Breaking the silence. The importance of communication in relationships. Perhaps the most significant aspect of addressing erectile dysfunction is communication. Talking openly and honestly about sexual health can ease the emotional burden on both partners. When couples communicate about their feelings, needs, and concerns, it creates a safe space where both individuals can share their experiences without fear of judgment. This open dialogue can help men feel understood, while also allowing their partners to express their own emotions, fears, and desires. In many relationships, intimacy is not just about physical connection. It's about emotional bonding, trust, and shared vulnerability. By focusing on these aspects, couples can deepen their connection and find new ways to experience love and affection that transcend physical limitations. Intimacy, in this sense, becomes more about the emotional connection than about sexual performance. This shift in perspective can lead to a more satisfying and rewarding relationship, even if physical intimacy looks different than it did in earlier years. Lifestyle changes and medical treatments for erectile dysfunction. While understanding the emotional and psychological aspects of erectile dysfunction is important, it's equally crucial to address the physical side of the condition. Many men find that making certain lifestyle changes can have a significant impact on their sexual health. For example, regular physical activity is one of the most effective ways to improve circulation and overall cardiovascular health. Exercise, whether it's walking, swimming, or practicing yoga, helps strengthen the heart, maintain healthy blood pressure, and improve blood flow, all of which are essential for erectile function. A well-balanced diet is also key to managing erectile dysfunction. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can support vascular health, regulate cholesterol levels, and maintain healthy blood pressure. Additionally, avoiding harmful habits such as smoking and excessive alcohol consumption can have a profound positive effect on sexual health. Smoking, for instance, damages blood vessels and impairs circulation, while excessive alcohol consumption can dull sexual responsiveness and inhibit arousal. Medical treatments for erectile dysfunction are available and can be highly effective. The most well-known treatment is the use of oral medications like sildenafil, Viagra, which work by improving blood flow to the penis. These medications are generally safe, but they do require a prescription and should be taken under the supervision of a healthcare provider. It's also important to understand that these medications are not a cure. They are a temporary solution that addresses the symptoms of erectile dysfunction. For men who experience particularly low levels of testosterone, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, may be an option. Testosterone plays a crucial role in sexual desire, energy levels, and overall vitality. As men age, their testosterone levels naturally decline, which can lead to a reduced sex drive and difficulty responding to sexual stimuli. Hormone therapy can help restore testosterone levels and alleviate some of these symptoms, but it should always be monitored closely by a healthcare professional due to potential risks. Exploring natural solutions for erectile dysfunction. In addition to medical treatments, there are also natural solutions that some men may find helpful. For example, devices like vacuum pumps can assist in enhancing the body's natural response to sexual stimulation. These pumps create a vacuum around the penis, drawing blood into the area and facilitating an erection. While this solution may not be as spontaneous as medication, it can be highly effective for men who prefer a non-pharmaceutical option. Additionally, acupuncture, herbal supplements, and stress reduction techniques have been explored as potential treatments for erectile dysfunction, though these should always be approached with caution and in consultation with a healthcare provider. The psychological dimension of intimacy, navigating stress and performance anxiety. The psychological aspects of erectile dysfunction cannot be overstated. The mental health challenges associated with ED often go hand in hand with the physical symptoms, and addressing them is crucial for restoring sexual health. Stress, anxiety, and depression can all contribute to erectile dysfunction, and they often form a self-perpetuating cycle. When a man struggles with ED, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy and performance anxiety, which in turn exacerbates the physical symptoms. This can be especially challenging for men who feel pressure to live up to societal expectations of masculinity. Performance anxiety is one of the most common psychological causes of erectile dysfunction. It creates a cycle of fear and worry. The more a man worries about his performance, the more likely it is that he will experience difficulty. In this sense, psychological factors play a significant role in both causing and maintaining erectile dysfunction. It's important to recognize that this anxiety is not a reflection of one's self-worth, and that it can be addressed with the right therapeutic support. The role of mental health and counseling in addressing erectile dysfunction. One of the most effective ways to address the psychological components of erectile dysfunction is through counseling and therapy. Sex therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and couples counseling can help individuals and couples work through the emotional challenges that accompany sexual health issues. Therapy can help men understand and overcome the anxiety and fear that often accompany erectile dysfunction, while also addressing the emotional needs of their partners. The importance of support from partners. The role of the partner in navigating the challenges of erectile dysfunction cannot be understated. A supportive, understanding partner can make all the difference in reducing the emotional burden of ED. In many cases, couples who face ED together find that the experience strengthens their relationship. When partners communicate openly, share their concerns, and approach the situation with empathy, it can lead to a deeper emotional connection and a redefined sense of intimacy. For partners of men experiencing ED, it's important to be patient and reassuring. Providing emotional support and reframing the situation as a shared challenge can help reduce any feelings of inadequacy or shame. The relationship doesn't have to center around sexual performance. It can thrive through emotional closeness, mutual respect, and understanding. Both partners can work together to explore alternative ways of being intimate, such as through touch, affection, or engaging in non-sexual activities that foster closeness and connection. This supportive dynamic can also open the door for the exploration of new forms of intimacy that go beyond traditional sexual activity. As men age, the focus may shift from intercourse to more intimate, tender gestures, such as cuddling, kissing, or sharing personal experiences. These forms of intimacy can be just as fulfilling as sexual acts and can bring couples closer in ways that go beyond physical touch. Redefining intimacy in later life. As men and women age, their relationships often undergo significant changes, not only in terms of physical health, but also in emotional needs and desires. Intimacy in older age can be less about performance and more about connection. Many couples who have been together for a long time find that their bond deepens as they mature, and the intimacy they share evolves. The experience of navigating the changes of aging together can create a unique sense of solidarity and closeness. In the later stages of life, intimacy may become more about the shared experience of life and less about sexual acts. Couples may find that they appreciate each other more deeply for the emotional and intellectual connections they have built over time. This period of life can be an opportunity to reframe intimacy in a way that celebrates emotional closeness and mutual support. The physical changes that come with aging, including those that impact sexual function, need not lead to the erosion of intimacy. With open communication, patience, and a willingness to adapt, couples can find new ways to stay connected and create a fulfilling and satisfying relationship. The importance of nurturing the emotional aspect of intimacy cannot be overstated, as it lays the foundation for a meaningful, long-lasting partnership. Embracing a holistic approach to sexual health. In understanding and managing erectile dysfunction, a holistic approach is key. A healthy lifestyle, one that incorporates regular physical activity, a balanced diet, stress management techniques, and regular medical checkups, plays a crucial role in maintaining not only sexual health, but overall well-being. By prioritizing these aspects of health, men can improve their sexual function while also enhancing their quality of life. This approach also extends to addressing emotional health, where counseling, therapy, and open communication with partners can help individuals navigate the psychological and emotional challenges of ED. An individual's sexual health is deeply connected to their overall health, and by taking a well-rounded approach to care, both physical and emotional needs can be addressed. Whether through medical treatments, lifestyle changes, or emotional support, there are many avenues available to improve intimacy and sexual health. The role of healthcare providers in managing erectile dysfunction. Healthcare providers play a critical role in guiding men through the process of managing erectile dysfunction. A doctor or urologist can offer advice, conduct necessary tests, and provide recommendations for treatment options. For many men, the first step is simply acknowledging the issue and seeking medical help. However, it's important to remember that erectile dysfunction is a common issue and one that can be addressed with appropriate care. There is no need to suffer in silence or feel embarrassed. A healthcare provider can provide the support and information needed to develop a treatment plan. For men dealing with ED, seeking a comprehensive evaluation is essential. The process typically begins with an in-depth discussion about medical history, lifestyle habits, and any underlying health conditions. Based on this information, the healthcare provider may recommend tests to assess blood flow, hormone levels, or psychological factors that might be contributing to the problem. From there, treatment options can be discussed, which may include medications, lifestyle adjustments, therapy, or, in some cases, surgical interventions if necessary. Supporting your partner through erectile dysfunction. For partners of men experiencing erectile dysfunction, the journey can be challenging, but it can also strengthen the bond between partners. It's important to approach the situation with sensitivity, understanding, and compassion. While ED may cause frustration or disappointment, it doesn't define the relationship. Partners who recognize the significance of emotional intimacy and support each other through this experience can build a deeper, more resilient connection. Partners should also educate themselves about ED and its causes so that they can approach the topic with more empathy and knowledge. It's important to reassure the affected partner that erectile dysfunction does not diminish their attractiveness or their ability to give and receive love. Creating an open, safe space for dialogue about concerns, fears, and desires can help maintain intimacy and emotional closeness during this challenging time. Moreover, exploring alternative ways to experience intimacy beyond sexual intercourse can help couples maintain their connection. Activities such as holding hands, cuddling, sharing hobbies, or simply spending quality time together can all contribute to feelings of closeness and affection. The benefits of seeking professional help. Erectile dysfunction, especially in later life, is not just a physical issue. It often has significant emotional, psychological, and relational implications. Seeking professional help can assist men in addressing both the physical and emotional dimensions of ED. Therapies such as counseling or cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help reduce anxiety and improve self-esteem, while sex therapy can help couples navigate the challenges that ED presents to their relationship. Group therapy or support groups can also provide a sense of community, where individuals who are experiencing similar challenges can share their experiences and offer each other encouragement. In these spaces, men can learn from others, gain emotional support, and recognize that they are not alone in their struggles. In many cases, healthcare providers can offer resources to help couples explore alternative forms of intimacy, as well as guide them through any necessary treatments or interventions. Whether through medical or therapeutic approaches, It's essential to know that help is available, and seeking it is a vital step toward reclaiming intimacy and enhancing the quality of life. Final thoughts: embracing new forms of intimacy. As men age, it is natural for their bodies to change, and with those changes, the dynamics of intimacy may also evolve. However, these changes do not spell the end of meaningful connection or love. Intimacy is about more than just physical performance. It's about trust, communication, affection, and emotional bonding. By acknowledging the challenges of aging and erectile dysfunction, men and their partners can create new definitions of intimacy that continue to nurture their relationships. Through open communication, empathy, and a willingness to adapt, couples can find new, fulfilling ways to connect, regardless of the physical changes that come with age. ED is just one part of the journey, and with the right support and mindset, it can lead to a deeper, more meaningful understanding of intimacy in the later stages of life. The role of self-acceptance and self-worth. One of the most significant emotional challenges men face when dealing with erectile dysfunction is a decrease in self-esteem and self-worth. Erectile dysfunction can make men feel less masculine or inadequate, leading to a cycle of frustration, anxiety, and self-doubt. It's essential to recognize that ED is a medical condition, not a reflection of one's value or identity. Understanding this can help men shift their focus away from performance and towards personal well-being and self-acceptance. Building a positive relationship with oneself is crucial during this time. Men can benefit from engaging in self-care practices that promote both physical and emotional health, such as exercising regularly, eating a balanced diet, practicing relaxation techniques, and developing hobbies or interests that boost their confidence. Therapy and counseling can also help individuals develop healthier perspectives on their bodies and sexuality, addressing negative feelings or misconceptions that may arise due to ED. Support from a partner can further enhance this journey of self-acceptance. When partners are affirming and supportive, men are more likely to feel valued and loved, independent of their sexual performance. This kind of unconditional support fosters a positive environment where both partners can openly discuss their needs, feelings, and desires without judgment or pressure. Addressing the psychological aspect of erectile dysfunction. In many cases, erectile dysfunction has psychological roots. Anxiety, stress, depression, and relationship issues can all contribute to or exacerbate ED. For men experiencing ED, it's important to recognize that the mind and body are deeply connected, and addressing psychological factors can lead to significant improvements in sexual health. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a well-established treatment option for men who experience performance anxiety or psychological distress related to ED. CBT helps individuals identify negative thought patterns, manage stress, and improve emotional regulation. Additionally, addressing any underlying mental health conditions, such as depression or anxiety, can help alleviate the symptoms of ED. Psychosexual therapy, a specialized form of therapy that focuses on the emotional and psychological aspects of sexuality, can also be an effective tool. This type of therapy can help men and couples work through the emotional challenges associated with ED and redefine intimacy on their own terms. Couples therapy, rebuilding connection. Erectile dysfunction doesn't just affect the individual, it also has a profound impact on the relationship. Couples who experience the challenges of ED may find that their emotional and physical intimacy is affected, leading to feelings of isolation or disconnection. However, couples therapy can provide a safe space for partners to address their concerns, work through their emotions, and reconnect on a deeper level. Therapists can guide couples through exercises that enhance communication, rebuild trust, and encourage mutual support. Often, when couples understand each other's emotional needs and vulnerabilities, it leads to a deeper connection that goes beyond sexual performance. This process can help partners rediscover affection, intimacy, and pleasure in ways that don't rely on intercourse alone. In some cases, couples may even explore other forms of physical closeness, such as sensual massage, kissing, or simply holding hands, to maintain intimacy and connection. Reframing the idea of intimacy to include these alternative forms of closeness can reduce pressure and stress, allowing couples to build a stronger emotional foundation. Medication and treatment options, empowering choices. For many men experiencing erectile dysfunction, medical intervention is an essential part of managing the condition. There are several treatment options available, ranging from oral medications like Viagra or Cialis, to penile injections, vacuum erection devices, and even surgical interventions. These treatments can help restore erectile function and improve quality of life. While medications are often the first line of defense, it's important for men to have open conversations with their healthcare providers to find the most appropriate treatment for their individual needs. Some men may require a combination of therapies to achieve the best results. It's also essential to discuss any underlying health conditions such as diabetes or heart disease that may contribute to ED. Beyond pharmacological treatments, lifestyle changes such as regular exercise, weight management, smoking cessation, and reducing alcohol consumption can have a significant impact on improving erectile function. These healthy habits not only improve sexual health, but can also enhance overall well-being. The power of communication in overcoming erectile dysfunction. Perhaps one of the most critical tools in managing erectile dysfunction is communication. Open, honest conversations between partners help reduce misunderstandings and foster a sense of intimacy that goes beyond physical performance. When men feel able to talk about their ED with their partners, it removes the emotional burden of secrecy and shame. For many couples, the challenge is not just the physical aspect of ED, but the emotional toll it takes. Anxiety, embarrassment, and fear of rejection can create barriers to communication. By approaching the situation with empathy, patience, and understanding, both partners can navigate the emotional complexity of ED together. Creating a supportive environment in which both partners feel heard and valued is key. This may involve discussing ways to maintain intimacy, exploring new methods of connecting, and being open to professional help, whether through therapy or medical treatment. By focusing on the emotional and relational aspects of intimacy, couples can rediscover their bond and strengthen their relationship. Moving beyond traditional views of sexuality. Cultural norms and societal expectations often place significant emphasis on sexual performance, leading many men to feel pressure to meet certain standards. However, as men age, it's essential to recognize that sexuality is not limited to the ability to perform. Sexuality encompasses a broad spectrum of experiences, including emotional closeness, shared experiences, mutual respect, and affection. As couples redefine their relationships and intimacy over time, they may come to realize that sex is just one aspect of their connection. Intimacy can take many forms, including deep emotional conversations, shared experiences, physical affection, and creative ways of staying connected. These experiences contribute to a fulfilling relationship that honors both partners' emotional and physical needs. Embracing change and reclaiming intimacy. Erectile dysfunction is a common challenge that many men face, but it need not be a source of shame or a barrier to intimacy. By embracing open communication, understanding, and a holistic approach to health, men and their partners can navigate the complexities of ED and reclaim a fulfilling, meaningful relationship. This journey is not just about overcoming a medical condition, it's about redefining intimacy, nurturing emotional connection, and exploring new ways to share love and affection. Ultimately, intimacy is about connection, trust, and emotional closeness. By focusing on these aspects, couples can thrive in their relationships, experiencing deep fulfillment and affection regardless of physical challenges. With support, understanding, and an open heart, couples can face the challenges of erectile dysfunction together and discover new dimensions of intimacy and love.